Hey there, my name is Derek from the Library in the Forest Makerspace, and today we're going to celebrate my favorite time of year with some Halloween-themed projects and activities. Personally, I'm a big fan of Halloween, and I'm just counting down the minutes until the big day. And what better way to keep track of time than with a clock that runs on the power of pumpkins? So here's what we're using to power our clock. First of all, I have 2 of these pie pumpkins from the grocery store. Next, we're going to need some strips made of zinc and copper, as well as some connecting wires. Some of these are already connected. And of course, we have our digital clock. Now first, we make a connection pair by connecting one of the zinc strips to one of the copper strips with a connection wire and tape. Next, we connect the negative wire from our LCD clock to a zinc strip, then connect the positive wire to a copper strip. Next, it's pumpkin time. We are going to insert our connection pair into the pumpkins. First, the zinc strip goes into pumpkin 1, and then the end of our copper strip goes into pumpkin number 2. Next, we insert the zinc strip attached to the clock's negative cable into pumpkin 2. Then the copper strip attached to the clock's positive wire goes into pumpkin 1. At this point, you can see the clock has power and has started working. The metal strips and pumpkins make up a simple battery that creates the electricity to operate the clock. Each pumpkin works as an electrochemical cell. They convert the chemical energy stored in the metal strips into electrical energy. A cell works because of the chemical properties of the metals inside, in this case copper and zinc. The different properties cause tiny particles called ions to move between the 2 strips of metal. This flow is an electric current. The pumpkin battery works basically the same way as conventional batteries used in electronic devices. Those batteries all contain different chemicals that produce electricity. As Halloween approaches, I find myself thinking about the sweetest part of the season, and that's candy. Now sure, you can eat candy, but what else can you do with it? Well, here's an idea. You can observe yet another form of energy in action as you launch it from your homemade candy catapult. A catapult is a simple machine that has been around for ages. It has proven to be an effective weapon during ancient times, capable of inflicting great damage. But it can also be a fun and unique method for distributing Halloween candy from a distance. To begin constructing our catapult, we'll need a few things. 10 jumbo popsicle sticks, rubber bands, a bottle cap, and of course, some candy to launch. Start by stacking 8 jumbo craft sticks together and securing the ends with rubber bands. The bands should be wound tightly to hold the sticks in place. Then take one stick and wedge it into the stack just above the bottom stick. Make sure to center it in the stack. Place the remaining craft stick on top of the stack in line with the one you just added. Now I went ahead and cut some small notches about 1 inch from the ends of these sticks. This is for when we attach them with a rubber band. The band can fit into these notches and hold them a bit better. When we secure the tips of these 2 sticks together with another rubber band, it needs to have some give to get a good launch going. Finally, we use a little glue to attach the bottle cap to the top of the catapult. This is where we will put the candy we launch. After your glue has had plenty of time to dry, you're ready to launch some candy. When we pull back on the catapult, we're creating elastic potential energy. Elastic potential energy is potential energy stored as a result of deformation of an elastic object, such as a spring. Now in this case, the elastic object is our rubber band, as well as the wooden popsicle stick. The energy is equal to the work done to stretch the elastic object. When you release the stick, all that potential energy is released into energy in motion, flinging our delicious projectile payload. Another staple of Halloween is the glow stick. Often used for visibility when trick-or-treating, neat costume ideas, or just for fun, these little guys create light through a chemical reaction called chemiluminescence. Essentially, a glow stick is a housing for two chemical solutions which give off light when they're combined. Before you activate the light stick, the two solutions are kept in separate chambers. The phenyl oxalate ester and dye solution fills most of the plastic stick itself. The hydrogen peroxide solution, called the activator, is contained in a smaller, fragile vial in the middle of the stick. When you bend the plastic stick, the innermost vial snaps open and the two solutions flow together. The chemicals immediately react to one another and the atoms begin emitting light. The particular dye used in the chemical solution gives the light its distinctive color. Now, let's try a little experiment. Here we have 2 cups and 2 glow sticks of the same color. We put the glow sticks each in their own cup and then fill one up with cold water and the other with hot water. After several minutes pass, we will take a look at each glow stick and see how the temperature has affected their glow. As you can see, the glow stick that was cold is dimmer. Why is this? The cold temperature slows down the chemical reaction, resulting in a dimmer light. The hot water speeds up the reaction, resulting in a brighter light. Because the cold slows down the chemical reaction, you can sometimes preserve the glow stick in a freezer, potentially making it last longer. Now here's a fun Halloween project you can make with glow sticks. First we'll need a cardboard tube. Mine is a paper towel roll cut in half. Next I'll need a marker, an X-Acto knife or something to cut the tube with, and lastly a little bit of duct tape. Using the marker, I'll draw some spooky eye shapes onto our cardboard tube. Then, using our X-Acto knife, I'll carefully cut out the shapes we just drew. Crack some fresh glow sticks and place them inside the tube. Then cover the ends with a square of duct tape to keep the light inside. Now we have some creepy glowing eyes that can be used as DIY decorations. Hide them in dark places or in the bushes outside at night to create the illusion of eerie onlookers. From costumes and candy to decorations and parties, Halloween is an exciting time of year. And as we've seen today, it can also be a great time to flex your maker muscles. Give some of these projects and experiments a try, and let us know what you think. Until next time, thanks for watching, and have a happy Makerween!